Welcome to Council Action. My name is Elizabeth Couts. I'm the mayor of the city of Burnsville. Council Action is a summary of the council's meeting on Tuesday, February 17th, 2015. The meeting was called to order at 100 Civic Center Parkway in the council chambers. We begin our meetings with a moment of silence followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. And then we move on to our announcements. Our announcements have to do with all of our upcoming meetings. We have a governance meeting that's scheduled for Tuesday, February 24th at 4:30 p.m. in the council chambers. The reason that we are holding the meeting at 4:30 p.m. because the law does not allow us to hold meetings between 6 and 8 p.m. during an election. And ISD, School District 191, is holding a special election on February the 24th. And so our governance meeting will convene at 4:30 p.m. in the council chambers at 100 Civic Center Parkway. Our council meetings are scheduled for Tuesday, March 3rd at 6:30 p.m., Tuesday, March 17th at 6:30 p.m., and we have a work session that's scheduled for Tuesday, March 10th at 6:30 p.m., and Tuesday, April 14th at 6:30 p.m. All meetings are held in the council chambers in City Hall. We move on to citizens' comments. No one appeared before the City Council to speak to any issues, and there were no emergency items to come before the body. We move on to the consent agenda, and the first item on the consent agenda, we approved all of the minutes of our past meetings, and we approved claims listing. We approved and authorized the payment for annual LOGIS application services. And we approved and authorized the payment for the 3-year Microsoft Software Assurance licensing agreement. We adopted the 2015 ends and outcomes statements, and we approved the resolution extending the Comcast cable franchise with the city of Burnsville through March 3rd, 2015. We approved the consent agreement with Lower Minnesota River Watershed District to allow for construction of the Black Dog Regional Trail. And we approved and authorized the agreement with Baser and PL Umpire Associations for the 2015 summer and fall softball season. We approved the tree removal contract to prepare for the Black Dog Regional Trail construction. And we approved the contract settlement with the International Union of Operating Engineers, Local 49. This is the maintenance employees. And we approved the plans and specifications and ordered the advertisement for bids for the Loch Levon Ball Field renovation project, field irrigation phase. We also approved and ordered the 2015 street lighting and appurtenance replacement. And we approved the resolution receiving report, calling the public hearing, and ordering the plans and specifications for the 2015 street reconstruction, rehabilitation, and reclamation projects, and the 2015 street repair of water main breaks and contract patching. We approved and ordered the project for the plans and specifications and authorized the advertisement for bids for the 2015 maintenance overlay project and water main break patching. We approved the partial release of the development contract for Hedberg, Burnsville 3rd Edition. And we approved the application by the City of Burnsville for a conditional use permit to allow grading, filling trail, and utility work within the shoreland and floodplain Environmental Overlay District of the Minnesota River and the Black Dog Lake located 1400 Black Dog Road. We adopted the findings of fact and we approved the conditional use permit. Item Q was pulled off the consent agenda and placed on the regular agenda because there was a dissenting vote at the Planning Commission. So it was the application for Lintor LLC for a plan unit development amendment to construct the remaining 4 townhouses located at northwest corner of 125th Street West and 1st Avenue South We were asked to adopt the findings of fact, the ordinance, and approve the amended plan unit development agreement. Now, this item was placed as the first item on the regular agenda, and that item was discussed. Questions were asked. The applicant appeared before the City Council to answer the questions, and that item was approved. Please tune into the City Council meeting and hear the discussion around this particular item. So that was on the first. That was the first item on the regular agenda. And so on the regular agenda, the next item then was to approve the 2015-2016 Parks and Natural Resource Commission work plan. That item was presented and approved. We also approved the wetland permit and replacement plan for construction of the Black Dog Regional Trail. And then I recessed the Burnsville City Council meeting so the Economic Development Authority meeting can convene. The Economic Development Authority meeting was called to order. And there were no additions to the agenda, and on the consent agenda, we approved all of the minutes of the past meetings, and that was the meeting of January 20th, 2015, and it was an organizational meeting. That item was approved. On the regular agenda, the first item was the resolution to approve the Fifth Amendment to the contract for the private development between the Burnsville Economic Development Authority and Burnsville Crossing. That item was presented, and we approved the amendment to the agreement. There were no other items to come before the Economic Development Authority, and that meeting was adjourned. I reconvened the Burnsville City Council meeting, and there were no other items to come before the body, and the meeting was then adjourned. I'd like to remind everyone that council action replays at 6 a.m. and noon, 6 p.m. and midnight. And City Council meetings replay at various times on Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Friday. And I encourage you to watch the following to see how you can view past meetings and current meetings via the internet at www.burnsville.org. I'm Elizabeth Kautz, Mayor of the City of Burnsville. Thank you for joining me. Continue to make a difference.